program before with your band.
I know.
Nice to have you here. This is the first time you actually sat down and we chatted. Good to see you.
Awesome. Good to see you.
So when you decided to go on the TV show, what did your buddies in the band say?
They were really supportive, surprisingly so, actually. I don't know if they were quietly judging me, you know, and wondering whether it was a terrible idea or not, but I think it was a good idea.
Did you have some questions about it before you decided to go?
Yeah, actually, it was a Dutch show. It was really successful there, and I loved the vibe. It was very non-judgmental, very cool, very casual, and it just seemed like the right thing. I don't know. I just felt right.
And you enjoy it? And who are you with? It's you, it's CeeLo Green, it's
Christina
Aguilera. How does everybody get along there? Because these are enormous musical talents.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We get along really well. You know, it takes a minute. Chemistry needs to kind of develop, and Christina and I we had our little squabble.
What was the problem there?
Egos. My ego, her ego. You know, it was explosive.
Right.
No, but it was fine. It was also totally over dramatized by everybody.
Oh, I see. So it wasn't that big a deal. Was there one
so
topic? Was it like somebody was hogging the mascara?
No. Yes, it was. Exactly what it was.
Yeah.
How did you know?
I didn't know. I just took a guess, and there you have it. Who did you, when you're still a kid, and when you were younger in music, was there a first band? What was the name of the first band?
First band? Oh, the first band that I was in? Well, I was in a band even before the band that I was. Well, our band started basically when I was 14, 15 years old.
Wow.
So we've been doing this for a long time. Same guys. I was in a band, though, and we played at the Troubadour in LA, which is a really famous club. When I was 12.
Doug Weston's Troubadour.
Yeah, very famous venue. I played there when I was 12 years old. I was in a band. It was an open mic night, so there were like 9 people there.
Wow.
And then they kicked me out the next day.
The band kicked you out.
Yeah, I was a guitar player, and I sang one song, and I thought I was great.
Yeah.
But they did not.
They didn't see it that way.
Maybe they were threatened. I like to tell myself that.
Yeah, they were there. And when did you perform with Prince? What was that deal? You ended up at his house in the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds so shady in the way that you say it. It sounds bizarre. But Prince, I had a kind of a jam session party at my house, and, you know, you have a jam session thing, and you kind of shot in the dark.
Your house is?
At my house in LA.
In California, okay.
I called all my friends and, hey, that played, and I said, hey, let's play music. In my living room, we'll set it up, it'll be great. And I'd known Prince's assistant and called her, shot in the dark, hey, you know, he's not coming, but he let him know. Turns out he wanted to hang out. Wow. So he came over.
So you get to knock at the door, it's, oh my God, it's Prince.
Oh my God, it's Prince. And he came with his band. It was kind of like a Prince movie, actually. Because he came with his band, and knock, 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 and here he is with a, you know, bass player, drummer, keyboard player, and he was, I'll never forget this, because we were jamming, I was playing music, and we sounded terrible, and we were having like nachos. It wasn't like a real party.
Wait a minute, you sounded terrible and you were having nachos.
It wasn't like
what really is the connection there?
I don't know. We were eating and drinking and playing music. And
no, you got nachos, that's fine, that's all you need.
I just remember the nachos.
Everything's
on my
fine.
mind.
If you got nachos, forget everything else.
But Prince showed up. I was embarrassed. It wasn't a very elegant
he loves
party.
nachos.
He does. If I know Prince, Prince loves nachos.
So what happens?
So he comes over, and someone gives him a Coca-Cola with a straw in it. This is the first visual I have, is just Prince kind of standing in the corner, kind of.
Well, that's nice.
And then he kind of comes over and says, do you mind if we play? Because everything he says is so important and intense. And he said, sure, man. And his band kind of takes over and starts jamming in my living room, and I'm kind of like jaw drop kind of thing.
That's one of those great stories, great memories.
There's more, too.
There's more to the story.
A little bit.
I'll be darned, there's more to the story.
Taking up all your time. Something breaks, like a guitar string pops or something malfunctions, and he stops, and he kind of does something where the whole band stops playing, very kind of Paul Schaefer-esque.
Boom.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And and he says, let's go to my house. Let's jam at the jam session will continue at my house. And he said, bring all your friends. I don't know why he has that accent. He doesn't even talk like that.
Yeah. That's the Minnesotan accent.
I don't know. It just comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So we go to his place and jam and play music till 6 a.m. And I kid you not, at the end of the night, he did offer us pancakes.
Whoa. Tremendous. Now, the North American tour begins in February. Now, when you go out on tour, do you like go out for a weekend and come home and go out for another weekend and come home, or are you gone on the road for like 8 months?
No, we are gone. That sounds really nice, actually.
Yeah.
It's nice to think about it that way.
Sure, but that can be very tiring, very fatiguing.
Very exhausting.
A lot of miles. He's from The Voice, ladies and gentlemen, Mondays and Tuesdays. on another network. Thank you very much. We'll be right back, everybody.